The moment Dane stepped off the plane, she was overwhelmed by the sheer scale of everything. The sprawling airport, the constant hum of activity, and the unfamiliar accents all reminded her just how far she was from Kogi State. 𝐾𝐲 stood waiting near the arrival's gate, a radiant smile on her face. "Mommy!" she called out, waving energetically. Dane's heart swelled with pride and relief. She rushed towards her daughter, pulling her into a tight embrace. "𝐾𝐲," she whispered, tears streaming down her face. "I missed you so much." "I missed you too, Mommy," 𝐾𝐲 said, her voice thick with emotion. "Welcome to your new home." The drive to 𝐾𝐲's apartment was filled with stories and laughter. 𝐾𝐲 talked excitedly about her work, her plans, and how much she had missed her mother. Dane listened intently, marveling at the confident, accomplished woman her daughter had become. "I have already set up a room for you," 𝐾𝐲 said as she pulled into the driveway. "It's nothing much, but I hope you will feel at home here." Dane smiled, her eyes misty. "Anywhere with you is home," she said. 𝐾𝐲's apartment was cozy and well decorated, a reflection of her personality. Dane couldn't help but feel a sense of pride as she took in the space her daughter had created for herself. "You have done well, 𝐾𝐲," she said, sitting down on the couch. "I have always knew you would." 𝐾𝐲 blushed. "I had the best role model," she said. Adjusting to life abroad was both exciting and challenging to Dane. The fast-paced lifestyle, the cold weather, and the unfamiliar food took some getting used to, but 𝐾𝐲 was patient, guiding her through each new experience with love and understanding. "Mommy, you are stronger than you think," 𝐾𝐲 said one evening as they prepared dinner together. "You have overcome so much. This is just another adventure." Dane smiled, her heart full of gratitude. "I am lucky to have you, 𝐾𝐲," she said. "You are my greatest blessing." As the weeks passed, Dane began to settle into her new life. 𝐾𝐲 encouraged her to explore hobbies and activities that she had never had time for before. Dane started attending community events where she met with immigrants who shared their stories of struggle and triumph. One woman, Rio, became a close friend. Like Dane, she had left everything behind to start anew. The two women bonded over their shared experiences, finding strength in each other's resilience. "You are an inspiration, Dane," Rio said one afternoon as they sipped tea. "What you have done for your daughter is incredible." Dane smiled modestly. "I just did what any mother would do," she said. One day, Kpanche surprised her mother with a special outing. "I have something to show you," she said, leading her mother to a local community center. Inside, a group of women gathered, working on a variety of creative projects: sewing, painting, and baking. "This is a program I've been supporting," Kpanche explained. "It's for women who want to start their own businesses or learn new skills. I thought you might like to get involved." Dane's eyes lit up as she looked around the room. The energy and creativity reminded her of her own journey back in Ilorin. "This is amazing, Kpanche," she said. "Thank you for thinking of me." Over the next few weeks, Dane became an active member of the program. She shared her story with the other women, inspiring many of them to pursue their dreams despite their challenges. "You have a gift of connecting with people," Kpanche told her one evening. "You've always had that." Dane nodded, feeling a sense of purpose she hadn't felt in years. Back home, Zuma called frequently to check in. "How is the big city life treating you?" she teased during one of their calls. Dane laughed. "It's different, but I'm adjusting," she said. "I miss you." "I miss you too," Zuma said. "But I am proud of you, Dane. You deserve every bit of happiness coming your way." As the months turned into years, Dane flourished in her new environment. She became a mentor at the community center, helping other women find their footing and achieve their goals. Her story of perseverance and resilience became a beacon of hope for many. Kpanche, meanwhile, continued to excel in her career, earning promotions and accolades. Despite her busy schedule, she always made time for her mother, often planning weekend trips and outings to create lasting memories. "Mommy, everything I do is for us," Kpanche said one evening as they watched the sunset from a nearby park. Dane smiled, tears glistening in her eyes. "You have already given me more than I could have ever asked for," she said. The bond between mother and daughter only grew stronger with time. Together, they built a life filled with love, laughter, and endless possibility. For Dane, the journey from Kpanche to Ilorin to this new country had been filled with hardships and sacrifices. But as she sat with Kpanche, reminiscing about their past and dreaming of the future, she knew it had all been worth it.